Welcome to Go Get Podcast. We got to say anyway. I am Colby.
And I'm a canary in a coal mine, but you can call me Fee.
Oh, are you dead or?
I could be. Wouldn't that be the creepypasta? You know?
I mean,
say that and you're like, am I dead? Or do I look dead? But there's no body at my house. I'm just in the virtual world.
That's like, do you know that's what the canary in the coal mine is for? It like freaks out and dies if there's poisonous gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love murdering birds.
I just fucking hate birds.
Who likes birds? They're not even real.
Birds are great.
Birds are not.
They could be small. They could be big.
Name me one bird that you would keep in like your house.
Crow.
Take care of. No, you wouldn't.
There's crows outside of my house right now, and they kick ass.
Do they knock on your window and be like, "Oh, Colby, we've come with news"?
I've given you a treat.
You haven't trained them. You just like recognize them. They're standing in front of your fucking big window mirror. You're drinking your coffee. You're like, crows.
Yes, there's Jacob.
I did. You know what? I did have a crow that I named at one of my old work sites. See, I'm a security guard, and when I worked at the site that I did previous to where I'm at now, there was a crow that would always show up in the morning, and he was missing a leg, so I called him Stumpy.
I was about to say, how the hell are you telling them apart? But yeah, the one that has one leg.
And for a while, I thought he was just like doing the flamingo.
The flamingo thing, yeah.
Yeah, putting one foot down, keep one up. But then I see him hop, and I'm like, he's either doing that for fun or he's got one leg.
he's working out the one leg.
Yeah, it's always leg day for him. So it was just funny seeing one leg and then just body.
Yeah.
And he was just chill.
He just got to learn how to balance. He's fucking good.
I got a few pictures of him on my phone, actually. Wait, he was cool.
Got more pictures of him on my phone than I do my pets.
No, that is a lie. I always have pictures of Beans. Beans is my number one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sad when he dies in like 15 years.
I keep thinking that because my cat's 15, and I'm like, oh, man, we're getting up there, man.
Every day he gets up a little slower and slower.
The thing is, he's still so fast and spry, and like I can't see him slowing down. So I'm like, all right, you're great. Now the other two cats.
The thing is, like, so I was thinking about it the other day because like Beans is a puppy. He's only a year old. I just turned 36. In 15 years, I'll be 50, and he'll die. And when he does, I feel like I'll do it with him. Like, you know how they say that like people die when their loved ones die, like older people. Like, he died of sadness.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me.
Yeah. You'll be like, oh my
I'm gonna wake up just I don't know, I'm sleeping like a vampire.
Yeah. That's the thing. Beans starts like getting really old and he's like not in great health, and you're like, I better start sleeping like a vampire so I can just die when I sleep. I just gotta get ready for it.
It's gonna be great. People are gonna love this.
Was he a fucking vampire? Why is he dead?
Why did he die?
Oh, you gotta sleep with you gotta cover yourself with garlic and go to sleep every night. It's gonna pay off one day.
Why?
Because they're gonna be like, wow, somebody came into this vampire's house and threw a bunch of garlic on him and he fucking died. That's crazy.
I didn't fight it. I just died like this with garlic on me in the middle of the night.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. What if like that's it? That like a vampire wakes up to just like 3 dudes with giant buckets of garlic throwing it on him. He's like, no! Oh, I can't fucking move! And then he just sits there and is dead. Like, he just starves to death.
That... Why though? I'm trying to think of a scenario like why that would happen.
He's like, because oh well, they avoid garlic. It's like avoiding like holy water and shit.
I get that, but like, why are the 3 dudes there? Did they know he was a?
Oh yeah. That's it. They're like okay. So the 3 guys, they live in a frat house next door, and they figured out that this man's a vampire, and they're like, well, we can't kill him because then they'll come at us for murder. So what we're gonna do instead is we're going to surround him in garlic so his body is like fight or flight. I need to get out away from the garlic, but it's covering him so he can't actually move. And then he just sits there and he moves his eyes and he's fucking so pissed. But he's just like,
well, vampires don't like garlic. Repels them. It doesn't hold them in place.
That's what I mean is like, what happens if you just cover a vampire in garlic? Do they just flip that? Do they flip out, or is it just like their body is naturally like garlic here, I go there, but if garlic everywhere, I go inside myself? Like, that's not possible. It turn inside out.
I think garlic works like, have you ever seen those videos of like the 100-degree ball thrown into stuff?
Oh yeah.
I think that's how it works.
Oh man, like, that would be rough.
Just see, but like that, if that's how it worked, it wouldn't kill him. It would just put a bunch of holes in him, and he'd be like pissed off.
Yeah. I guess it depends. How much of a vampire can you get rid of before it regenerates, right? Like,
according to Blade, the movie, you could because he pushed that one guy's head onto the train, and like half his head came off, and he was still good.
Yeah.
I think they could stay alive with just their head.
Maybe. I mean, the thing is,
depends on the rule, like the vampire rule.
Yeah, if like 95% of their body is gone and the rest is just like chunks of flesh, does that regenerate? If they're not connected, does it regenerate clones? Right? Like.
But then why would a stake through the heart work?
Because vampires don't make any fucking sense. That's why.
Well, okay. So do you know like all the rules of?
Yeah. Well, all the rules that were originally written in Bram Stoker's Dracula, because
I guess just in general, like they don't like garlic.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like sunlight.
Yep. Holy objects, holy water.
Holy objects, holy water. They can't cross large bodies of water.
Yep.
They can't go into someone's house unless invited.
Yep.
I think that's it. Silver? I've heard silver, but I don't think that's
silver. Well, silver is one of those things where it's like, it's kind of optional. It's kind of like a werewolf thing. You're like, that's a werewolf.
People say silver because it's like a what's it called? Pure metal, right? Or something like that.
Well, okay. I think silver is supposed to be like antimicrobial or something. Maybe they're like, you know what? Vampires just germs. You're germed. You're all germed out.
You're all germed out. Vampires are like really weird because like they have all these powers and rules. I don't know if I'd want to be a vampire.
Yeah, there's a lot of restrictions with vampires, but like honestly, if I didn't have like a family or like loved ones, that seems kind of fucking badass. Like, I don't like being awake during the day anyway.
Well, I mean, wouldn't that be fine anyway? Because if you had like loved ones and a kid and you're a vampire, you get to watch your kid grow up and
then they die. That's fucking sad.
I mean, it's sad, but you're not having like the rest of forever to get over it.
No.
Like,
that's how you lose your humanity. That's how you turn into Omni-Man.
Do you think you're gonna have a kid and he's just gonna grow up and not do anything, just stay stationary, not have grandkids? You can watch your grandkids.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, let me watch my grandkids grow old, and then they'll be like, this is my grandpa that lives forever. And then at some point, one of them is going to be like, you know, Grandpa has said, like, great grandpa Vampo, he's said some pretty robot racist things, and so we don't really interact with him anymore. And then my family has disowned me, and now I don't have any family. Like, that's, I'm gonna be like, oh, like my great granddaughter is gonna come by and be like, oh, this is my boyfriend Todd. I'll be like, oh, do you make a mean toast? Ha! Just kidding, robot kid. And then he's like, wow, that was fucking crazy that you just said that out loud and thought it was socially acceptable.
Grandpa's really robophobic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my god, I don't. Hey. God, it's stupid. Dude, I like when okay, so like after your first set of grandkids, I would just pretend I die, and then like I would go live on my own like a city, and I would become a defender. And
yeah. See, that kicks ass to be like, I am an immortal vampire, and I've decided I'm just gonna be a superhero now. I'm just gonna like kick the shit out of people stealing cars and stuff. Especially if you're the only one that like is a vampire or like has any superpowers. You're like the only guy that does it, and cops show up and you're like, I have, depending on the vampire lore, I have super speed. I could turn into a fucking bat. You could shoot me. It doesn't matter. Like the cops are like, just fucking don't shoot him. It's fine.
You could technically hypnotize them.
Yeah.
I mean, but all the crimes would have to happen at night.
Yeah, but that's when crime happens. Unless it's white collar crime.
So like, okay, so this is stupid, right?
Mm-hmm.
They show in some like vampire media that they could get away from the sun by wearing like a jacket, gloves, and a helmet. Right?
Yep.
And I don't know if that's cheating. Like,
I mean, well, okay, if you're trying to make your vampires more like scientific, it's like, well, their skin is very sensitive to UV, and clothes can like block most UV stuff. You get like a UV thing on a helmet or whatever, and like you can mostly avoid it. So like I could buy that. The problem is if you go out like that trying to like fight crime, and anybody knows that you're a vampire, they literally just need to, like, shoot you, I guess, because then they've shot the clothes.
Yeah.
Or they set you on fire, and you're like, fuck, I'm gonna die for real now!
Then you gotta find shade. Then you'll fight in the shade.
Okay, so that's the other thing, is, like, it's direct sunlight, which is, like, always seemed like a cop-out to me, because it's like, dog, sunlight bounces off of shit and, like, hits other things. There's no way that...
I don't know. No. That just doesn't work. It has to be direct.
Yeah, no, it's
radiant energy.
This sounds like some shit a vampire made up. No, well, if we're talking rules, fine, like no sun, but like only direct sun. And only, you know what? Can I get this one in there too? Only like in the summer too, because like winter sun, like when it's behind clouds, fuck it. I'm fine then, right? Because it's not, if I can't see the sun can't see me and I can't get hurt. Those are the rules.
Like, okay, this is a vampire making it up. Oh, you know what vampires really hate, and its fucking fangs are out? Oh, vampires hate when women just show them their boobs and their butts.
Yep.
Oh,
terrible.
They're repelled by it. They're repelled.
That was the thing. I went to Mopop.
I went to Vampire Con.
Yeah, I went to vampire school to learn. No, I went to Mopop, and they had an exhibit on Bram Stoker's Dracula, and one of the things in there was like, it didn't say exactly this, but it did say vampires fuck. And I was like, okay, so like that's a core part of their personality is like, yeah, vampires, they like live forever. They're always cool. They're always in style. They fuck. Oh, gross, Fee. You know people can see you.
Can they?
Yes. Gross.
Sorry, like I've had like allergies all morning, dude.
Get something to blow your nose with, you fucking disgusting.
I have this napkin.
Holy shit, it was right there the whole time. God, you're gross.
Shut up.
No!
Leave me alone. Jeez, I don't go to your house and tell you not to fart.
I mean, that is true, but the amount of times you've come to my house and I'm like, stop taking off your shirt for no fucking reason. And you're like, dude, I just don't like shirts.
I don't like shirts. I don't like wearing them.
Terrible.
I'm shirt phobic.
It's crazy.
So yeah, vampires, I mean, if I lived forever, I'd probably get bored and just want to bone everything. Why not?
I mean, yeah, sure. I wonder if it would ever get boring though. If you've like tried out every move, you've invented new moves, and then you're like, I guess I'm done. Like even 200 years of like, you know, like occasional like trying out new stuff. At some point, you're like, I've done it all. I guess I'm done.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know, just be creative with it. Be fucking. I would just travel all the time.
Well, yeah.
I would take like red eyes and travel and just bang everyone in every continent. And the thing is, with being a vampire, I don't know if they can get people pregnant. Well,
yeah.
I don't like. They're dead. They're technically dead bodies.
Well, like yeah, and dead. The dead don't nut, right? And even if they did, nothing would come out but dust, I think.
Well, like, so according to like Twilight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Edward got Bella pregnant.
Mm-hmm. He did.
Right. It's Edward, right?
Yeah.
And his body is just full of poison. I don't know how that works.
I that's what it means to be a vampire. You got the cooties.
You got the goodies.
Eh?
All right, I'm done talking about vampires.
Just a nice button on it. Just, yep, that's enough. I have no more thoughts on vampires.
Listen, I have a lot of thoughts on vampires, but we can't just sit here for 2 hours and talk about vampires.
It's true. We've got to talk about the Switch too.
We can talk about the Switch too, or we can talk about like Fantastic Four. I want to go see that movie.
Oh yeah, actually, the not only did the teaser come out, and we talked about the teaser a lot, but the first trailer came out, and the only thing that I thought was weird about the trailer, Silver Surfer's in it. Silver Surfer's a woman. Don't care. Silver Surfer's hair looks fucking weird. Like a Silver Surfer with any hair, I'm like, I don't know about that.
I don't know why they didn't just make her bald.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think because like she looks like the Capri Sun, like after you drink
Oh
it,
yeah,
and like it turns you into a fucking a blob.
Yeah,
that's how it looks. But I think she should have been bald. And people were okay. So like, this is really weird because people hated the first two Fantastic Four movies for whatever reason, even though I think they're campy and fun.
Mm-hmm.
They keep doing like a side by side, showing how like the surfer from the first one and the surfer from this one look,
mm-hmm.
and the one from the original one looks a lot better because it's practical,
mm-hmm.
right? And then the one like is obviously CG in the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Like they could have at least had her like do the full body makeup like the first guy, which would look better.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks weird. I don't think it's the actual surfer. Like, what's his name? It's like Nord something.
Nordstrom's, that's his name.
It's Nordstrom.
Mm-hmm.
It's Nord Zornborn.
Nord Zornborn. Let me Google that. Nord Zornborn.
Don't Google.
Weird. I don't see anything here. I see Nordbjorn. That's something.
Type in Silver Surfer's name. I bet I almost got it.
Yep, there it is. Nordbjornzorn, right there. Norin Rad.
I knew it. I was close. I was very close.
You had the first syllable. That's it.
Give me credit. Give me fuel. Give me fire. Give me that which I desire. Yeah. Norn.
Rad.
I
heard it. I heard your brain just starting to evolve into Norn.
I don't know why, like, my brain wants to go to, like, Tad, and I know it's not Tad.
Norin Tad. That's him.
This is his son. He lives in the suburbs.
This is the Silver Surfer's son. His name is Tadley.
Chadley Tad.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they showed the Silver Surfer. They showed a little bit of Galactus.
Mm-hmm.
Rad. I don't know why, like, my brain wants to go to, like, Tad, and I know it's not Tad. This is his son. He lives in the suburbs. So, yeah, they showed the Silver Surfer. They showed a little bit of Galactus. I don't know why he's stomping through the city. That's
I
silly.
do kind of like that they like in both of them they've been like, yeah, Galactus is going to be in the city, and they show you just like a little bit of him, like he's Jaws, just like, oh, there's his foot, oh shit, there's the side of his head. They're not giving you a big full-on shot yet, which I'm like, all right, yeah, you should save that for the movie. Don't put it in the fucking previews, please.
Yeah. So like, okay, another thing like, Sue Storm, Invisible Woman,
Mm-hmm.
is pregnant
Mm-hmm.
in the movie, so I don't know if that's gonna play into it. We don't know if this takes place in like the 1950s, like real weird. They're gonna talk about the future society or the something society.
Mm-hmm.
Forget what it's called, but they're gonna talk about it. I wonder. So I know it's about Galactus, but it has to be like more, right? It can't just be all about Galactus and the Silver Surfer, because now it just has me. It just has me like they lifted the script from the other movie, right?
The second one.
That's just how it feels. Except like Sue Storm's not gonna like get make Norman Rad feel horny, and he betrays Galactus.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm just saying, because like what is the story? Galactus comes, and then who do they fight?
So I'm gonna bet that this is something like, this is something that's like tied into Avengers Doomsday, where either
Well,
Doctor Doom did something to like invite him, or maybe like the MCU abducted Doctor Doom from this universe, and they're like, oh, you were supposed to have a big fight with Doctor Doom whenever you got back, and fucking you didn't because he's gone, and now this has upset the timeline, and Galactus is here to clean up this universe because it's off of the timeline, and we're gonna eat it. We're gonna eat the whole universe.
because I keep hearing that I don't remember who is the director of this one, but he said this is not tied into the main MCU. It's a standalone thing. But I don't know how much I can believe it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they're in the MCU right now. They're trying to build to something big. And
Yeah.
it better be the end of the MCU, right?
Yeah.
Because like they really have like they're running on fumes. There's like nothing left. The Thunderbolts looks really fun.
Mm-hmm.
They're fighting the Sentry, or it's Void, but Sentry's in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know how they're gonna fight him. Like, you saw? I don't know if we talked about this with the trailer, where the fucking dude is floating around, turning people into darkness. Like, how are just people with guns gonna fucking stop him? Right?
They got a gun made out of light. That's what it's got to be.
Listen, I no, I know the Sentry's in it, and the movie looks fun, so I'd probably go watch it. But like, what else is after that? Like, I know Doomsday, but like, what's gonna build to Doomsday, right?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything of the works, like big superhero movies doing anything. We just keep hearing, oh, Doomsday, Doomsday. Like, what else though? And I'm not like I'm not starving for like MCU content. I'm just like, are they just gonna do the Thunderbolts and then, oh fuck, Doomsday?
I don't know actually. I am wondering like what's on the slate. Let's see. Phase 4. There we go. Phase 5. Here we are. We're already in Phase 5.
The hell happened to 4? Oh,
four was Black Widow, Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home, Multiverse of Madness, Thor, Love and Thunder. 5 is Quantumania, Deadpool and Wolverine, Brave New World, and Thunderbolts. Phase 6. Here we go.
Shut the fuck up.
Phase 6 is Fantastic Four First Steps, Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and Avengers Secret Wars.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing about Secret Wars. I think that's where... That can't be where Doomsday comes out, right? They keep building to it, but like, you just told me all those things, and I don't care about any of them.
Spider-Man Brand New Day, I may watch.
Yeah, but like, who's he gonna fight? Don't you remember the last movie? He fucked it. He's like, hey everyone, I'm not Spider-Man no more, and magic that.
No, he just everybody forgot that he's Spider-Man. That doesn't mean that he's not Spider-Man.
No, he said he had everyone forget Peter Parker existed at all.
I don't think.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that doesn't mean that he can't fight people, though.
Which doesn't make sense because he at the end of that movie he got an apartment. But if like he wished that no one like he never existed, like Peter Parker not a thing, like he shouldn't have like a social security number or a bank. His bank would have forgot him.
Yeah, true, fair.
His job would have forgot him. I don't know. I just don't know who they're gonna have him fight. I don't know who they're gonna introduce. I'm not really excited for it. I want to watch Fantastic Four because it kind of looks good. I don't have much hope in it. I think it'll be a fun movie, but I don't feel like they're gonna do much with it. I like the way the Thing looks.
The Thing does look pretty good. I like regular guy voice on the Thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now we're cooking. What, with this car? You want me to pick up this car? Fucking lifts it up. Ah, cool. I like this thing.
I haven't seen Johnny Storm like really flame on yet, so I'm waiting for that. I just keep seeing just him being Johnny. I haven't seen him flame on yet.
It's in the trailer. He does it like twice.
Does he?
Yeah.
Man, he is such a wallflower. I don't notice him.
That's crazy because he's like, there's a whole thing where he's like, look, we're gonna be the best uncles ever. Oh, and
yeah,
he's chewing the scene.
He's like, we're the best uncles ever. You're late, and she's like, what do you mean we're late? You're late for dinner. I'm handsome, I guess.
I'm very handsome.
My bleach blonde hair like fucking matches my skin. Like he looks like albino almost.
I
don't know.
I don't know what they're going to introduce. But I just have a feeling that this Fantastic Four movie is going to introduce some like big shit at the end, or like Galactus is. They're not gonna like. I don't think they're gonna like kill Galactus or whatever. Maybe it's just like Galactus is the problem that they have to solve over the next 4 movies.
They're Reed Richards is going to what's it called? Create a portal machine and throw Galactus into the MCU.
Yeah. He's gonna create a portal machine and throw him into the sun. That's it. He's like, I don't know, that's probably gotta be enough, right? My God.
Definitely. What?
You.
What happened?
You fucking get out of your chair, pause the podcast.
Sorry, didn't you hear that like big noise?
Yeah.
It was like he had like a plastic lid and he was chasing it around and it was bothering me.
Oh, Fee.
I didn't pause anything. You were talking, I was listening.
The reality of you living with a dog is it's just audio poison for this podcast.
He makes for a great co-host. I love him. But sometimes he gets a little, he's a dog. You have animals. I've seen them. I
do. They're never in this room though.
Yeah, because you're an asshole. You hate fun. I didn't want to say it. It's the truth.
Listen, to be fair, I have done the podcast a few times with a cat in here, and they don't give a fuck. So
yeah, see, but cats they find a place and they sit down. They don't move.
It's great.
This guy's a year old. He's still a pup. He's still a puppy. He likes playing. He likes moving. He likes to move it.
My kid started singing that song recently, and I was like, no, I don't want to watch Madagascar. I don't want to encourage this.
Madagascar.
It's fine, but like, there's too many things that we're already in. I don't need to be into Madagascar too.
Your son just cannot just sit and love like one thing. He's just like,
oh, don't I fucking know it?
My nephew, he just loves watching whatever. He doesn't sit down and say, all right, put on the veggie dance. We're gonna watch that. I mean, he does like doing that, and he likes singing and he likes dancing. He likes good music, but like he'll sit down and watch whatever. He doesn't care. And even if he wanted to watch cartoons in the living room while like we're all out there, who is he?
Who is he?
In the house. He is on the bottom of the food chain.
You ain't shit. You just tell him. You ain't shit.
Yeah, we ain't shit. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna watch Yellowstone with Grandma.
All right.
And that's how it is. That's how it's gonna be. If he wants to watch cartoons and I'm in my room, he can come and we can watch anime.
Just you have lofty goals. Lofty goals.
I do. I gotta put him on the right path. He's already seen Tenacious D. He's already seen Shaun of the Dead.
I'm sure he's gonna remember and love them too.
Oh no! I mean, not he won't remember it yet, but as he's getting older, we're gonna keep introducing this movie to him, these movies to him. We have a list, me and my sister, and it's the list of movies that I introduced to her when she was a kid that made her the person that she is. Is
the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles where they're in costumes on there?
No, but that's a good one. So like, it's Tenacious D, it's Shaun of the Dead. It's probably we want to see if he'll do the same thing she did. We're gonna watch Lord of the Rings until Bilbo Baggins tries to take the ring and get scary face in what's it called when they're making the Fellowship. You know what I'm talking about? An hour in. And if he gets scared, then it'll be great. And if he doesn't, he ends up like Lord of the Rings. That's also great.
Great.
We have these lofty goals. He's gonna watch cartoons and stuff. But we're also gonna have him sit and watch movies with us too, because we don't want him to be like think he's in charge and he can watch whatever he wants. Whenever he wants.
He's got to know the pecking order here. He's on the bottom.
He's on the bottom. God.
Fee, we got to talk about Switch pre-orders.
We do. We have to talk about the Switch pre-orders.
Originally, like the last episode that we recorded was right after the Switch 2 Direct. And we were like, oh, great, 1 week, and then we're going to start pre-ordering. It's going to be great. Work has been crazy for me, so we are now recording this the day after pre-orders opened officially. And
that was so long ago.
It was. So, yeah, basically, Nintendo was like, yeah, we got to pause this because of the tariffs. We don't know what's going to happen because of the tariffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't. Did it? It didn't affect it, right? It didn't affect the pricing.
Didn't affect the pricing. Just affected the pre-order date so far. At least it didn't affect the price here. I don't know if it affected the price elsewhere.
It didn't affect it here. Same price.
That's exactly what I just said, V.
So, I thought you meant like in my area because you live somewhere.
No, I mean here, like in the States.
Oh.
I mean, like they may have raised the price in Europe to accommodate.
I know they raised in Canada. Here's the funny thing. So when we heard about the pre-orders, I was both like happy and like I was dismayed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, fuck, this is gonna like be a PS4 or 5 situation. I like really want one, and I'm not gonna get one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really upset. Not the case,
you were just pre-sad.
I was sad because I'm like, fuck. I mean, all the game's gonna come out, all the cool stuff's gonna come out, and I'm not gonna have it. And like, I was like, and then y'all were telling me, oh, the pre-orders are out. You know, we're getting one, and like it's fucking death. And I'm like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But yesterday, I was at work. Yesterday, and I was like, I'm just gonna call my local GameStop, right? And I'm gonna see. And I call them, and they didn't answer the first time. I'm like, fuck, they're probably swamped.
Mm-hmm.
And then I call them again, like right after. And the guy answers, and I'm like, hey, I know this is a silly question, but do y'all have Switch 2 pre-orders? He's like,
and then he starts laughing and says, ha ha, go fuck yourself. And he hung up. It's crazy.
He's like that guy from Jingle All the Way. He's like, you want a turbo? He tells me, he's like, yeah, dude, we got him. We have like 7 regular, like Switch by themselves, and we have 6 Switch bundles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, can you hold one for me for like 4 hours?
Yeah, come on, I'll be there, I promise.
And he's like, oh no, can't do that, sorry. And I'm like, oh. And I was like, okay. And I said, fine, okay. I hang up. I call my mom, like in tears. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm at work. I'm like, I know. I was hoping you'd pick up and not be.
I was hoping you got sick.
And I tell her what's going on. She's like, well, Jesse's at home. I'm like, what? And I almost hung up like my mom mid sentence. So I merged the call with my sister, and I'm like, Jess, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I just got home. I shopped for a minute. I was like, do me a big favor, and I'll owe you like forever. She was like, what?
What? Because I ain't do shit.
I don't fucking shit. That's what she said. I said, go back to Portland and go to GameStop and pre-order me something. And she was like really mad. She was like, I was just in Portland. Why didn't you call me? I was like, the fuck's supposed to know you were already there? And she tells me, she was like, fine. I was like, look, I'll buy you lunch. I'll give you extra, whatever. And she's like, okay. And 30 minutes later, she goes and gets me one.
Hell yeah.
And the funny thing is, there was only 2 more when she got there, and she got one. And this was only 30 minutes later.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, what the fuck? They were going fast.
Yeah.
And another thing is, like, because you and the Discord people were like, oh, look, there's lines and shit, right? Outside the GameStops. Dude, she just walked in and did it.
Yeah.
There's no line, no nothing.
Yeah. So my pre-order experience, the night before, Best Buy, Walmart, and Target all were going to go live at midnight Eastern. So 9 p.m. my time. I'm on the website. Best Buy immediately shits the bed. Target is working and it lets you add it to the cart, but it has a bunch of issues checking you out. Walmart did a virtual line where it was like, oh, it's live. Do you want to get in line? I was like, yeah. And it was like, cool, nice, you're in line. We'll let you know whenever it comes up. And I said, okay. So I kept trying Best Buy. I was like refreshing Best Buy, still not working. Checking on my phone for Target. And eventually, my friend is like, oh yeah, I got one through Walmart. And I was like, oh, nice. And he was like, yeah, the countdown was really fast, and I ended up getting through. And I was like, what countdown are you talking about? And he's like, oh, on the pre-order page, when you're in line, it gives you a countdown that's like, this is many people are in front of you. And I was like, no, it doesn't. I sent him a screenshot, and he was like, that's weird, because mine did. And I was like, am I in fucking line? Do I refresh the page? So I'm panicked at this point. I'm like, fuck. I really wanted Best Buy, because I was like, Best Buy, I could, they said, we're going to do midnight releases on release day, so you can pick it up and then go home. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. So I ended up I refreshed the page on Walmart. Fucking finally, 20 minutes later, it pops, and it's like, oh, we're going to add it to cart. You got 9 minutes to check out. And I was like, ah! So I ended up checking out, got it at Walmart. I shut everything down. I was like, all right, thank God. And you check on the internet and people are like, yeah, I ordered it at Target and they immediately sent me a cancellation email. Or yeah, my Best Buy thing came up, but I couldn't even add it to my cart. It just broke. So these websites were just not prepared for the traffic.
They never are.
And it's so funny. They know that so I've been on both sides of this. I worked for a company that has Super Bowl ad, and we were ready. We were we've scaled everything up. We're ready for traffic. And then everything went down, and we were like, why? Everything's ready. And it turns out that we didn't turn off a setting on our firewall. And so it just started shoving all the traffic off. And we were like, oh, that's bad. It took us half an hour to get it back up. So I have to imagine it's something like that, because otherwise it's the fuck are you doing? A lot of people are going to be doing this thing.
Yeah. I don't like pre-ordering online because you had to pay the full price, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like doing that because I just can't.
Yeah.
I feasibly can't. So GameStop was my option, and I don't think you could do it at Walmart.
Yeah,
right? I don't think you could do that at Walmart.
Yeah, so I get my pre-order, and then I am like, you know what? It's not a midnight release. I'm gonna check out GameStop later. My wife is going into the city and has the car. We've only got one, and so like they went by and they're like, okay, our GameStop has 54 Mario Kart bundles and 30 vanilla consoles. There's only 30 people out here right now, so you could definitely get one if you get in line. And I was like, okay. So I like packed up all my work stuff. I got a fucking Uber to go there, and I get in line, and I waited from, I don't know, probably 10:30 or so until noon when they opened. From when they opened until they processed me, a guy came out and was like, he had a big thing of papers, and he was like, do you want the console or the bundle? And I was like, let me get the bundle. And he was like, okay, here you go. And so he gave me one form with an orange sticky on it with a number, and then anybody that just wanted the console got a yellow form with a sticky, and very organized. So I was like, okay, they've got their shit under control. And like the paperwork was just like, do you want a Pro Controller? Do you want a fucking screen protector? What bundle do you want? Like, it was stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, this is going to go really fast. I spent an hour in the line. And keep in mind, I was number 25 on the list of people that the minimum number that I could have been was 25, because like my sheet said 25. If everybody got a Mario Kart bundle, I was number 25. It took me an hour to get inside, and when I got inside, I was like, what the fuck is happening here? And you're right. GameStop, they will let you do basically anything for your for your pre-order, including trade-ins. So I go inside, this motherfucker's like, oh yeah, I'm going to trade in my Switch and my iPad right now. And I was like, there's a line of people. Just fucking put down the minimum and come back, man.
Nope, don't have it.
Not just gonna waste my fucking time, I guess.
I think weren't they running that thing like if you trade in your Switch, you get like a percent tacked on.
Yep.
So,
but you could have done that afterward. You could do it the day after.
I don't think I could do that. Trade in my Switch because it doesn't have Joy-Cons. It's just the fucking Switch, and I got a Pro Controller.
Damn.
They got drift, and I never got new ones. I was just like, nope, not getting them. I don't like the way they feel.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, people are like legitimately doing trade-ins, and the dude behind the counter sold this guy a TV adapter that he didn't need, and I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Because the guy was like, do you mean it can't hook up to the TV just when you buy it? The guy was like, no, I'm sure it can. I don't actually know what this is. And he was like, oh, it gives you more USB ports for charging stuff and maybe some upscaling. And I was like, maybe some upscaling? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Shut up.
The fuck was he trying to sell it to a fucking 80-year-old? What the hell?
I don't know. And then I get up to buy my Switch, and I'm like, yep, I'm going to do the console. I'm going to do a Pro Controller and a SD card. And he's like, okay, cool. Do you want a GameStop membership? And I was like, no, the only thing I'm coming here for is this midnight release. And he was like, well, I mean, every month we'll give you like a $5 credit, and it'll, by the time it comes around, it'll pay for itself. And I was like, because in their logic, if you buy it now, you get the $5 credit for April and May and June or July or something. And so you end up getting $20 whenever or $15 when it costs $10 or some shit. And you could apply all of that to your pre-order. And I was like, no, I'm not. No,
I'm losing money. This is losing money.
So I'm like, he was like obviously very stressed because like the person in front of me leaves, and I happen to be like, they were only letting in 2 people into the store at a time. And at some point someone fucked that up. And so I was in the store as a third person, and I was like, oh, I feel weird about this. So I step up, another person comes in, and the dude side of me is like, sir, I'm going to need you to like wait outside, just 2 people at a time. We have too many people. We can't. And the guy was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Should I should I go? And the other dude was like, no, it's fine. Just like wait right there by the door. And I was like, man, this guy in front of me is fucking stressed.
Yeah, I bet they were just hating when like yesterday was coming around.
Mm-hmm.
But I know they're trying to like upscale things or upsell things because I was on the phone with my sister when she pre-ordered mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I could hear the guy in the background, and she's like, the guy's telling me you can pre-order other like accessories with it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a pro controller. I figured I'd get one later.
Mm-hmm.
But I did get a case so that because I know I'm going to take it to work, and a screen protector.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, the guy's telling me that these things are going to go out and they're not going to be available when the console comes out. So if you don't get it now, you're not going to be able to get it. I'm like, I'm sure they're going to have games when the other games come out.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, no, they're not. I'm like, are you trying to upsell my sister because she just genuinely doesn't know? I'm like, if you saw me, you'd probably like not try to, because I go in there all the time and give them not attitude, but be stern.
Stern talking to. Shut up! You don't even Game Informer. Shut up!
I'm still mad about that.
You're not informed at all.
I ain't informed, and neither are you. I got the Switch bundle. And that's all I wanted. But then, like, I was thinking about it. It was like, taste does sound really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And a screen protector wouldn't hurt. I'm like, okay, you got me. So I got it. But then, like I said, Jesse was like, are you sure? Because the guide says those games aren't going to be available.
That's what the guy says. The guy said it.
He's the guy. And I'm like, man, fuck that guy.
Yeah, that guy don't know shit.
I'm like, listen, I don't think there's any titles coming out that I really want. I want Donkey Kong, and that's not coming out until a month after. So
yep.
I'm like, I'll save my money because I'm sure like the thing is gonna release, and I'll probably get like an in-game or two that's on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'll be fine. I promise. I'll be okay.
I have good news for you, Fee. It looks like the Pro Controller for Switch 1 will work with Switch 2.
No shit.
Yeah.
But I can't use mine because I'm giving my Switch to my sister.
I thought you were going to say something like because it's covered in semen or something, but
because it's covered in dookie.
Yeah.
I am that's what the only reason I didn't trade my Switch in because
it's because it's covered in dookie.
Yeah, it's covered in dookie.
Mm.
It's because I am handing it down to my C-store. Just like when I got the PS5, she got the PS4. Now she's getting the Switch.
Nice.
And I told her, I'm like, I'll just leave the games in my room, and if you want one, you can get one because most of all the Switch games I have will run on my Switch too. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
good.
So I was really happy about it. I'm happy. I thought I would be the last person I know that was gonna get a pre-order, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never in my wildest dreams, because like I was anticipating a PS5 deal, right? Where there's only like 3 at each store. Well,
dude, like that's the thing is, for PS5, I got one. I was able to pre-order one successfully, like day of. The hardest pre-order I ever had was Wii.
Yeah.
Every pre-order after that was actually super easy. So like Switch 1, I did the same thing where I watched the direct at night. I drove to my GameStop at fucking 11 p.m. and they were like, we're going to do Switch pre-orders tomorrow. We've got, I just pulled up the picture earlier today and they're like, we've got 16 consoles. And I was like, 16? That's great. And so that GameStop opened up at 10. I showed up at 7 to be like, all right, I've got my donuts. I've got my Starbucks. I'm just fucking sitting in the parking lot, empty ass parking lot, just watching the front door. I sat there. Nobody else started showing up until like 8:39. And once enough like people were there, I was like, all right, I'll step out now. But like that is because of what happened with my PS3 and Wii pre-orders. So back in the day, when I was in college, the PlayStation 3 went up for pre-order, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get one. So I went to the GameStop, my local GameStop, at closing time. I was like, great, this GameStop closes at 9. I'll be here at 9:30 to give the employees time to like shutter and turn off the lights so I'm not creepy. And then I'll just camp. It'll be great. I was the first in line for PlayStation 3, and I was so fucking pumped about it. I was like, yeah, nice. I'm ready. Number 2 showed up along about 7 a.m. So I was by myself all night. And I was like, fuck it. It's fine. Like, I had to piss in bottles, and I was like hungry and thirsty and not comfortable.
It was worth it.
But I put in my pre-order, and I was like, that's fine. Well, they were doing Wii pre-orders. It was either later that week or the next week, because it was very, very close. Because it was very cold both days. So I had stuff to do for the Wii pre-order day, and I was like, not many people are going to be there. It's not going to be that big a deal. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to check. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to go at like midnight. We'll see.
Yeah.
So I drive by. There's a line of people, and I'm like, oh shit. So I park and I jump my ass out, and I'm like, okay. Like, I talked to the person at the back. I'm like, okay, how many systems are they getting? How many people are in the line? He's like, okay, so they're getting 12 systems, or they're getting like, yeah, it was 12 systems, something like that. And I'm number 10. I'm number 9. And I was like, oh shit, okay, thank you. So I'm number 10 then. And he was like, yep. And I said, okay. Okay, we're good. And the thing is, like, ain't nothing that makes you more bitter than being cold and having people that are warm show up late. So I'm out there from midnight until they open at 10 a.m. We run out of spots for the GameStop, for their console allocation around, I think it was 1. Like, finally, a couple other people showed up. People started showing up again at 5 in the morning. And long about 6, 7, people started getting in line, and we stopped proactively telling them they weren't going to get one because like, they didn't post the info on the door. Someone asked an employee before they left, and that's how we all knew. And so we're all cold and miserable. And these fucking well-rested, warm motherfuckers show up at 7 a.m. They're like, I'm gonna get this console. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna wait a few hours. And we're like, fuck you. I'm gonna waste all your time.
This is gonna be great. You're gonna wait and get nothing.
I'm gonna feast off your pain.
I'm gonna wait in my car and watch every one of y'all come out empty-handed.
I swear to you, like, it gets to be about 9:15 or so, and enough people have showed up behind us that somebody is like, hey, how many consoles is this? Like, they just asked in general, like, how many consoles is the store getting? We were like, 12. And they were like, oh, okay. So who's number 12? And like, somebody, like, 2 guys behind me was like, yeah, I am. Everybody behind that was like, sorry, what? Hey, what the fuck? Are you serious? And they're like, what? So we're like, I don't know. That's just what the guy told us last night. May not be true. Sure enough, like, a GameStop employee shows up at 9:30 and it's like, hey, I only got 12. So anybody who's like after 12, go home. And I'm like, oh man, that's so rough. I'm so sorry, bud. Well, GG's, and take care. Good luck at Walmart.
If we would have known, we would have told you.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, there was a clusterfuck as well, because somebody was like, okay, I got a friend that's over at the mall, and the mall opens up at 8 a.m. but they opened up one door first, And then they opened up like another. It took like 30 minutes for them to open all the doors. And some people were camping up by one and other by another. And so the first door that opened were the first ones in line, and they took all the slots for the one in the mall.
Oh.
So the other people that were waiting outside were like, fuck, man.
Never camped for a console before. I mean, I've only camped for like Modern Warfare 2, Batman Arkham Asylum, and I think one other Call of Duty. But like, I've never camped for a console. And the funny thing is, like, up before like camping for consoles became like a big thing and pre-ordering them, like I remember getting a PS1 for Christmas. Those were back in the days that I knew I wanted one, but I didn't know like getting one was hard. I remember getting a Pokemon Stadium Edition in 64 for a birthday.
Hell yeah.
I remember getting my PS2 for Christmas, and I was just like, I was stoked. I was like, yeah, I was like, whoa. And the funny thing about getting the PS2 for Christmas, I can't blame my parents because like we're like kind of poor, but so they got me the PS2, and I think it came with a controller, right? And nothing else. No other game, no memory card, no nothing. But they told me, they're like, we can rent a game so you can have something, you know, when the Blockbuster opens again. I was like, fine, hell yeah. And I was like, well. I told him, I'm like, well, I need a memory card, or else whatever you get me, I just can't turn the console off.
Yeah.
And they're like, you don't need a memory card. Nah. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And the great thing about that is I was working, I think I might have been working. I know they got me a cheap memory card for like $20, and that's all I needed. But the game that I rented, the first game I ever played on my PS2 was The Bouncer.
Oh yeah.
And that was so sick at the time. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I remember when the Xbox came out, I didn't get it, like, I think I got it the same year it came out, but not right away. And I wanted it for no. When did Halo 2 come out? Like the year after?
Yes.
Yeah,
maybe a couple years.
I think I got it the year after the Xbox came out, because I remember playing with friends, going to like a LAN party and doing 4-player split screen, playing Halo 1, and I was like, yo, this is next level. And that's when I got my Xbox. And the Xbox was easier to maintain because all the games save on the console.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell?
It's got a hard drive. Fuck.
I didn't know how to make a computer. I didn't know like how that shit worked.
That's crazy.
I was like, this console's for the future. Fucking, wow.
Did they put it on the disc? If I take this disc to a friend's house, is my save data there?
Dude, for a while I thought that's how it worked. I was like, what? But like that was like old days. Like when we came out, I got it like a year after it came out because I played it all the time at your house.
Yeah.
The Xbox 360, I got it like a year after it came out. When I started working like a decent job to afford it. The PS3, I didn't get it until like right before the PS3 got discontinued, like a year before. Like a year or two before, and I got it at a pawn shop.
Hell yeah.
PS4, I didn't pre-order it. I put it on layaway at Kmart halfway through its life like 2 years before the PS5 came out. But like it was fine. It worked for me. It worked. Yeah. It worked well for me.
The crazy thing is that you did that at a Kmart, and that Kmart's existed at the time.
Yeah, dude. Well, like this was how long ago did the PS4 come out? Like 15 years ago, it seems. But yeah, Kmart was existing. They were still doing layaways. This was right before, like, it happened. Or no, I don't think it was at Kmart because our Kmart was closing. Right. So because I remember you talking to you and you saying, well, if you pre-ordered online, you can get it in the store, something like that.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know how to do that. I didn't have a computer at the time. But Walmart used to do a thing, and they don't do it anymore. But during the holiday season, you could put stuff on layaway as long as you got it out by January or December.
Mm.
And they did that for like holiday reasons. And that's what I did. And I don't think Walmart does that anymore, which is crazy.
Good old layaway.
I love layaway. I don't know why stores stopped doing it.
It's because they're like, we've just got this stock that's sitting here and people stopped paying for it. We don't know what the fuck to do now.
Well, I mean, that's their fault.
Dude, imagine that somebody is like, hey, I'm going to buy this thing from you in 3 months. You have to store it though. Like, it's yours. You have to store it. You have to make sure it's still here. You have to make sure that I'm paying on time. It's easier for them to just be like, fuck you, go get a loan.
I think it's easier for, I'm a man of the people. I think it's easier for the people to go into the store and put money on something and then just pay every other week or something.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I'm going to do at GameStop. I love that. Every time I get paid, I'm gonna go put some money on to GameStop, and they're gonna be like, "You want a GameStop Pro membership? Fuck you!"
Fuck you every week. Yeah, you're just prepared. You could also go do trade-in stuff with them too. Like all the trade-in stuff can apply for your pre-orders, which is like nice because the dude who did pre-order, he did end up paying $6 for a Switch 2, and I was like, "Damn, all right, respect," but also wasted my goddamn time, Junior.
I just don't want to have anything to give them, right?
I don't know. Give them Funko Pops.
They don't take Funko Pops.
I don't know. They were selling a shit ton of them. Oh.
Yeah, but if they take them, I got 3 boxes of Funko Pops in storage.
That would be great.
That would make such a great story for the podcast. Just be like, next time we do it, I'm like, hey, guess who paid off his Switch 2 with fucking Funko Pops? I'm gonna call them and ask them.
To be like, this is I before I say anything, I need to establish this is not me. Okay, I'm not Fee. Got it? All right, now can I trade in my Funko Pops?
Dude, like I got a wall over here. You can't see it, and I got the all over there. But like, I don't like them like I used to. Like, I used to collect them, and I used to be like, fucking yeah, be into it. But I'm like, they're okay. They just they stopped appealing to me for some reason. I like how they look. That's about it.
I'm looking at it. It doesn't look like they take Funko Pops, but somebody said that like their GameStop had them for $5 and it was like pre-owned $4.99. And then they asked somebody and they were like, we just don't have anything to like mark them as clearance. And so we just put the pre-owned sticker on them. I was like, damn,
on, man.
Busted ass GameStop.
I'm like, do you just want to buy them anyway, just for you?
Come on, man.
I'll get a pro membership. I don't know. I've been meaning to get my Funko Pops and like sell them, but that's a headache.
Yeah.
I could just take them to half price books.
You could, and they'll give you 6 shiny nickels for them.
I'm sure I have good ones. Like the ones I have over here are good. I don't want to sell these. I like these. Like I got the Pokemon ones. They're all in box.
The ones that are melted together in a box outside. Those are the ones.
No. They're not. They're in a cardboard box in a storage that's temperature controlled. Not really.
Temperature controlled in that it's the same temperature as outside. That's how we control it.
I got a bunch of the Pokemon here. I got a lot of the Marvel zombies. I got Killer Clowns. I got fucking Dragon Ball Z. I got 4 different Hulks that are right here. I have a Darkwing Duck Negatron, which is the black and white version of Darkwing Duck. In box, it's a 2007 Summer Convention exclusive, and it glows in the dark.
Nice. Is it Summer Convention exclusive? Is it SDCC exclusive?
Summer Convention exclusive. That's what it says.
Huh. Weird.
And it's a Funko 2007 Summer Convention exclusive. I also got the Funko 2019 Spring Convention limited edition exclusive Gajil from Fairy Tail.
God, they really do just be shoving out just anything. They're like, we'll just put more words on it.
They really are. Like, those are the two exclusives. Like, I think I have. Oh, look, there's Funko exclusive 2020 Fall Convention Limited Edition Marvel Zombies Daredevil.
Oh.
I got a few Walmart exclusives and a Barnes & Noble exclusive. I have a Target exclusive. What is it? Is it like the 12-foot tall Mewtwo one? The big one.
The 12-foot tall? You say 12-foot tall?
12 inches.
The 12-foot tall Mewtwo that I climb to bed every night.
Look.
I built a treehouse on this Mewtwo.
He sleeps next to me. It makes me feel safe. I used to like collecting a bunch of stuff. It's just now I don't really. It's not that I don't appreciate it. It's just that I don't really like them around anymore. They take up a lot of room.
Man, if they're not, that's the case all the time. It's like I got so much shit.
Look, I like them. It's just I like buying little things and putting them on my shelf. But like now that I have like 80 fucking Funko Pops still in box, it's just I don't like. Why do I need them? Like I'm like collecting them. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be the cool collector, and I'm gonna sell them like Beanie Babies one day. Fucking, that's not how it is.
Okay, so the woman in front of me at the GameStop pre-order line started talking to somebody in front of her, and in the conversation, it came out. She was like, "Oh, I'm here to pre-order this for my son." And they're like, "Oh, how old's your son?" And she's like, well, "He's 28," and they were like, "Oh, that's really nice of you." She was like, "Yeah, he still lives at home," but I was like, "Well, you focus on work, and I'll go do this for you." And they were like, "That's really nice." And they like were asking more about like, "Oh, what does he play?" And she was like, "He has this. He calls it plastic crack. What is it? It's the
Warhammer.
Oh, it's the thing with the plastic guys." You got little guys, and you play a game with them, and the person in front of me did not know. He's like, I don't know what. And behind, I was just like, it's Warhammer. It's got to be fucking Warhammer. Eventually, he's like, wait a second, is that Warhammer? Does he paint him? And she was like, yeah, there it is, Warhammer. Yeah, he's got a lot of that. She was like, oh, is he into TCG? Is he into like Magic? Yeah, Magic. Yeah, and Pokemon and.
Magic, he casts it every day. He puts a spell on me.
She's like, wow, when I bring his clean laundry to his room and I open the door, his room is just full of crap. She just said it like that too. She's full of crap.
Every day I open the door to his room and just crap comes out. I gotta navigate the jungle that is his room and put his clean underwear on his bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then a claw comes out of the darkness and rakes it in. Just I can't make fun of this man. Like, I live with my parents.
Yeah.
I work at a job. I sent my sister to go get it, but she's not like fucking suburban housewife like that.
Well, yeah, and also she's not like, oh yeah, my brother, yeah, anytime I go into his room, just fucking garbage falls on me. He collects Happy Meals, not even the toys in them, just the boxes. And he likes to save one fry from every Happy Meal.
He bites one bite of the burger and leaves it in the box. Just, like, man, I got Warhammer stuff in the corner too. I got fucking bits and pieces on the table and sprues and spray paint and shit.
Just every time you see any of this stuff, I want you to hear some older woman from the Seattle area just go, crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting in the corner putting my stuff together and painting and just crap.
He calls it as plastic crack.
That's a Warhammer community thing. That's so funny. Like, I feel bad too, because like I've been in a habit of going to the Asian market or HEB, and they have like Japanese imported drinks with like characters
Hell yeah.
on them. And I've been keeping them. Like I got the Voltron one, Black Goku, Mini Moon, and then I have
Black
Sanji,
Goku.
Zoro, and Luffy.
Fuck.
Goku Black.
There you go.
No, it's Black Goku. His skin is black and ebony, and his hair is curly.
Mm.
I don't know. Man, I like Funko Pops, but I much prefer buying like the little like toys or like doodads over that. I don't know why. They look more appealing to me. Seeing like the Funko Pops just all like in uniform, just deep black eyes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
They're coming to fucking get you.
I don't know why I saw the appeal in it, but like I have a bunch of like cool statues, like the Kuwabara, the Momo. I don't know why I bought it. I guess I liked it. So, I have a Ultimate Warrior, the wrestler, when he had the crossover with He-Man. So he has like the He-Man outfit on.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, like I've done that a few times. Like, do you know the Rob the Robot, like the one that's like Danger Will Robinson? Yeah. I was at Walmart years ago with my mom, right? And I was like, well, let's go through the toys. I want to see if they have anything cool. I always like walking through toys just to see, like what's cool. And they had this Rob the Robot in the box, marked down to $10 only. It's a big one. And I was like, oh, dude, that's cool. I kind of really want that. And my mom's like, well, why don't you just get it? And I'm like, where did I put it, though? She was like, just get it. And I was like, okay.
Oh, fine.
And it's in storage, but I really like it. It's cool. I just gotta stop myself from like just buying collectibles. I need to buy like just small things. I need to buy shelves or something, because right now the Funkos are like covering the window. The Funkos are all in that corner. I don't want to be like one of those people that just line their walls with like Funkos or Hot Wheels or something.
Like this is my personality. I am the Funko.
I am Funko. Like that's not me. That's not me. Used to be, not me. But when I lived in my apartment in Corpus, oh man, I don't know how it was.
No furniture, just Funko.
It was in my room, so I had my bed and I had my dresser, and on the dresser was just Funko. And like in front of it, I had like my wallet, my keys and stuff. Under my TV, on like my TV stand, was just Funko lined up and then stacked behind it. And then when I ran out of room, I just started putting them on the floor and around my bed. And I was just like, what? And when I walked into my closet, which was a walk-in, it had like those grates where you put your shoes. And I just lined them with Funkos.
Yep.
And I don't know why I was like, this is cool. But I'm like, this isn't cool. Like, who's seeing this? This is for me, I guess. And I fell out of the appreciation for it, right? I'm like, this used to be for me, but like now I don't really like it.
That's growth. That's character arc, baby.
Don't give me that.
I get it though, because you know, it's hard to stop once you get to the point where you see a thing. Because I had to do this for like at anime arts, like the art auction, or like at a convention. If I walk by and I'm like, man, that's a cool print. Oh, that's such a cool print. I gotta buy it, right? Like, I just don't have any wall space. Where the fuck am I gonna put it? But like, I'm like, yeah, like especially at art auction, I'm like, yeah, I fucking got it. God, I'm so excited. And then I get home and I'm like, where's this go? This don't go nowhere.
Dude, that's the thing. I'm more happy if I bought like prints. I have 2 prints on my wall right now. I need more to cover the walls because they're still pretty bare. I much prefer putting something on the wall than having a box thing just collecting dust. Yeah. Like when our friend goes to the gacha, I like getting those because they're small. Yeah. And they're easy to take care of. Yeah. But just getting box toys, like people who get box collections are it's like wild to me, because like Funkos aren't even the first thing I used to collect and keep in box. I used to be big into like Marvel and Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
So like they back in the day they had Marvel Legends, and I would just buy them. They were like $20 to $30 each when they come out, and I would buy a new Hulk. I had like the whole Hulk line, put them in the wall on the wall, and the box itself is like 4 Funko Pops, like 2 next to each other and 2 on top. They're
Mm-hmm.
about that big,
Yep.
and they're fucking heavy. And I had them on the wall. I had like a Hulk, Savage Hulk, Red Hulk, Abomination, Movie Hulk. I had like She-Hulk. I had like all these legends, and I put them on the wall, and I was like, I have a picture of like when this was like, man, this was like 12, 13 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
of my corner when I lived with one of my exes in our apartment, and it was my corner. It was all decked out with Marvel Legends, and then like Marvel stuff, con stuff was on top of the box because it had like a lip, and then I had my computer, my Wii U, and then just a bunch of like just toys, and then on the other corner I had like a big rotating shelf where I kept my DVDs and my video games.
Hell yeah.
And like I can't do that now. I mean, back then it was pretty cool, but like now I still like those Hulk toys, but like if I get them out of storage, what am I gonna do with them?
Yeah. It's hard. And like the thing is, so my kid, we went to round one, which was an arcade. And he loves doing crane games. And he's so excited, so pumped about him. And every time that we've gone, we've won between 2 and 4 stuffies for him. Specifically the little ones. And they had one that was like a metal soda can with the straw hats on them. And I was like, this is a fucking collab soda keychain that you have inside of a claw machine. You fucking weird. This is weird to do this. And like, so we end up buying him, like, he ends up getting, a few stuffies every time. And he's got so many stuffies and so many books in his room that I'm like, man, I don't want to get rid of them because like it's kind of a waste, but like at some point it's gonna have to be like, all right, we got to pass these on to like another kid or someone else. And like, I want to get him in the habit of doing that, where it's like, okay, every few years, it's like, I've got to take a look at the stuff that I have and decide like, okay, I don't play with this anymore. I, make room for more stuff. And like, because it's hard to get in the habit of doing that whenever you're just like, I buy this thing if I like it. And that's the whole thing. There's no more thought behind it. It's just like, oh, that's Gold Goku. I like Goku. Gold Goku seems rare. I better buy it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, though.
Like, if it's little, like, yeah, if you're just gonna keep it in the box,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about like keeping things in box. If I was to buy like a statuette, I'd take it out immediately and put it on display.
Yeah.
And I don't do that often. Like every once in a while, I'll find something cool and I want to buy it and put it on display.
Mm-hmm.
But like, man, keeping things in box and like having a small room is so hard. I've been thinking about that with my manga too, right? Because I have like my shelf and it has something like, I don't know, like maybe 20 mangas over there, maybe more, and I like them. But in storage, I have like 17 volumes of Beastars. I have like a shit ton more manga in storage. What am I gonna do with it if I decide to like get them out? So I'm like, man, what if I just buy the manga that I like and keep it on the shelf? But like just manga that I just want to read, I'll buy it on my tablet on the Kindle app, right? So I've been starting to do that. I'll build a big digital collection instead, and that's fine for me. At like some point in your life when you're an adult, like you're like, I like buying stuff, but I don't really have the room or like a reason to display it.
Mm-hmm.
So a digital collection just seems more appealing,
Yeah.
right? And that's kind of how I see it with gaming as well. Cause like I love going to like Steam and seeing my big fucking Steam collection of games I'm never gonna play,
Yeah.
are like PS5 games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, I got this big collection. I got to play them whenever I want. I mean, of course, I still like. I will get my favorites, like the Final Fantasy Rebirth Special Edition.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, I'll buy that and put it on the shelf because that makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll keep physical editions of stuff like that I like that. But I won't go and buy every single like when I was younger, I was like, I gotta buy the physical edition. Digital just wasn't like a thing.
Yeah.
So of course I gotta buy them. I gotta buy them to keep them. Like I have so many PS2 games for no reason. Like I used to collect. Man, why am I such a collector? Like I used to collect a lot of things.
That's the thing is like even during PS3 and PS4 I remember you being like I collect PS2 games and I'm like why?
Why?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
and honestly, like I have a lot of the good ones.
Yeah.
I have Final Fantasy 10, 10 and 11 and 10-2 and Grandia 2.
Yeah.
And Silent Hill 2 and 3 and a lot of the like really good ones. Box, manual, disc, like all the stuff.
Yeah.
Why though?
I've got I have my box of video games as well. That's like what I need to do is repackage it because so fun fact, most of the country will know this, but you and I don't. So if you leave something in a box in Texas in the garage, it's fine. You may have to worry about spiders, but like that's it. Not a big deal. Up here where it doesn't get super hot, but it is a lot like wetter, things will just start to mold. And so that's the thing you have to worry about. And I haven't opened up my video game box yet, but I am worried that some of that box art is just like gonna be green spotty when I do.
No, I don't like that.
I don't either.
That. I hate that. And that's the problem with collecting because right now in storage I have like 6 boxes of stuff, maybe 5 or 6. And I'm like I keep paying the thing monthly and a lot of it like is a lot of it's mine, but a lot of it's like my mom and my sisters combined. But like even if I just pulled my stuff, where would I put it?
Yeah. Where's it go?
Where's it go? I just have to sell it. And that's a lot of work. That means I have to put a lot of effort, a lot of work to go do it. Oh, it's a headache. And that's why I don't really like collecting anymore. Doing Warhammer is easy because like they're small. You could buy like a little stand on my table where I paint them and then I could set them there. That's fine. They don't like I don't keep the boxes. Like I keep the sprues because like parts or whatever. But like that's easy to like maintain. I buy prints to put on the walls. And they're there forever. They're there forever.
They live there now.
They live there now. They don't take up any space. I like my little statues and stuff. They don't take up a lot of space. They stay out of the box. I just every once in a while dust them. They're there. But if you're collecting like big box, like I'm gonna keep it in a box because that's what I do. Like where do you do like books? I'm really mad because like. How long can I feasibly keep them?
Yeah.
I'm not like reading them over and over again, but it's nice to have. Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Do I just sell them and convert them to digital? Like,
yeah.
What do I do?
Like, and the prospect of like, because you don't want to just give them away. You're like, this is worth something. I know they're good. I want to sell them and like, do. But the prospect of doing that is so overwhelming because it's like you have to find a buyer. And how the fuck are you going to do that? Is just Facebook Messenger and hey, is this item still available? Fucking 1,000 times.
Join a local group and sell stuff like one at a time. And maybe like, that's the thing I would tell people. I'd be like, listen, I'm selling all of these. You can't just pick one. You got to buy at least.
You got to buy the whole thing.
You gotta buy like 2 or 3 to make me like drive 10 minutes. That or you just come to my house.
Yeah.
And I used to do that too when I was retro collecting.
Mm-hmm.
I was part of a group, and I would drive to people's houses in Corpus when I lived there, and I would just fucking buy their stuff.
Yeah.
And they would test it. They would test it for me, and I'd go and buy it.
Man, that makes me like think. There was a guy in college that I knew. I only went over to his house once, and he like took us into his video game room. He had a 2-bedroom apartment. One bedroom was his bedroom, and the other one was just his gaming room, and it was floor to ceiling, wall to wall shelves of video games. He was like, I have every Sega Saturn game except for 2. And like, they're super expensive and hard to find. And it was full, absolutely full of video games. This was 2007. What the fuck does his life look like now? He filled up one room with video games. What does it look like for him now? Did he like at some point go, I gotta get help and fucking get rid of most of them? Or like, is he like Guillermo del Toro where he's like, this is the house where I live and this is my video game house where I put all my video games?
Exactly. He just has to live with them now. And if wherever, God forbid, you decide to move, if you live there, you better live there the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's it. You're not moving.
Yeah, because when you have to pack them up, that's a lot of boxes, a lot of extra room in your U-Haul, having to haul them and being careful.
And they're fucking heavy.
And they're heavy. And then like having to either disassemble the shelves you have or just pick them up and move them too, which is more room. God, like I helped one of my friends a while back try to move his shit, and me and James ended up not doing it because like we went and we're like, yeah, we're gonna help you, and he opened like his fucking storage, and no joke, it was bigger than the room I'm in now, and it was wall to wall with junk.
Holy shit.
And it was like the day was super hot. It was like noon, like almost 2. And the sun was out, no breeze, no nothing. And he had, no joke, a giant wooden fucking table. And he had like a metal shelves, like, like lockers, right? Metal lockers full of DVDs. And then he had just boxes of books. He had old Victorian paintings in the corner.
Oh my God.
And like me and James hauled out one of the metal fucking lockers, and it was heavy as fuck. And we're like, we're done. We're done.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, mostly because he's like, all right, have at it, boys. And he's like, I gotta leave. I gotta do something. I'll be back in an hour or something. And I was like, what the fuck? And then we did that, and we're like, nah, man, you're not even paying us. We did this out of the goodness of our heart. Fuck you.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I was so overwhelmed. I talked. James didn't want to stop, but I talked to him. I'm like, James, we're gonna have a heat stroke. It's so hot. And like, I'm like, he didn't even give us water or anything. I'm like, this is awful. I hate, like, that's what I think of now whenever you have to move somewhere. If you're like a big collector, and that's kind of what was with me when I moved, and I don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
Not that I'm gonna move,
but like, just, damn, the prospect.
Yeah. So now, like that got me in the headspace of like, well, I don't need all these toys. I don't need all these games. I can keep a few like that I really like. But why do I need Shrek 2 on PS2?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need that. Someone just gave it to me. Like, there's a bunch of, because I have like 100 PS2 games all in storage. And at one point I was like, I'm gonna collect all of them. You know how many games came out on the PS2? Like 4,000.
4,000. Holy shit! I was gonna guess maybe 1,000.
No, 4,000.
Holy fuck.
4,000 came out on the PS2, and after I got the first 100, I was like, almost there.
Almost there. Fuck yeah.
There's a bunch of shovelware on PS2.
So optimistic.
Like now, I was just like, no, where would I even put it? Would I just hoard it like a fucking dragon? Like, this is mine. Just fucking what? Like on my Iron Throne of PS2 games.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know why I decided that the PS2 is the one console I'm gonna collect for.
Yeah, the console that was I think the biggest selling console of all time. Yeah. Let me just do that.
I was like, there's so many good games on it, so I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I play it all the time, and like, true, it's just now I don't like want to have to haul the box of games anywhere I like decide to move or whatever.
I let me see how many Sega Saturn games. There's 1,028 Sega Saturn games. Holy shit!
Oh my god! I didn't think there was that much. Sega Saturn wasn't even that great.
I know. Damn, that's crazy.
You know what console that I could collect the whole collection for and be okay with?
What?
The Virtual Boy.
Oh.
There's like 12 or 15 games on it.
Let's see. How many games? 22.
See, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And I would just put it right here in front of me. Just fucking, yeah, my eyes hurt.
I'm doing great.
I'm doing great. Fucking, and my mom comes in and I look at her, my eyes just bloodshot. I'm like, is it dinner?
Hey.
Hey, fucking double vision.
I'm just gaming. I'm gaming out of my mind. Can you give me my eye drops?
Fuck. I didn't think we'd go into fucking the prospect of over collecting, and I don't want to say like I want to be a minimalist. I just don't want to over collect because then I become a hoarder.
Yeah, and once you're close enough to somebody who does that, you're like, nah, never mind. I do not.
And I don't want that. So
listen, thank you all for being here for this episode. We're gonna be uploading. We're gonna get back to our regular schedule, I think, after this. So if you are listening to this live, you're already here. If not, you can go to twitch.tv/GoGettasPod. We go live anywhere between 0 and 2 times a week. And if you want to listen to an audio version of this podcast, if you're listening to it live and you want some slightly better quality, you can go to any podcatcher. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. We're on all of them. You can listen every Wednesday. We come out at, I think, 5 a.m. at 5 a.m. Eastern time, so you can listen to it on the way to work. You can also catch the VOD of this on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/@GoGettasPodcast, where you can also find our shorts. We have great shorts. Our shorts kick so much ass. They're so hell yeah. Man, it's so hot in my room. So you can check this out there, or you can check it out on TikTok or on our whatever the fucking Facebook, Instagram shit one is. You can do that. We got a blue sky. Fuck you. Follow us.
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere melting.
Go Get Us Podcast, YouTube and TikTok. That's the big one. Follow us. And we put out shorts. We're going to probably put out one tomorrow because mid-podcast our editor sent us.
Hell yeah. With the message, I love beans.
Could he mean the food or my dog?
Who knows?
Who knows? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to find I want you to go to your loved one who's a hoarder, and I want you to give them a stern talking to. I want you to look them in the eye and tell them they have a problem. Then I want you to burn their house down. and then when they're in tears and crying and the police are after you, I want you to look straight ahead at your freedom, which is Mexico, the border, and go get it.
Go get it. Yeah, you're like, listen, you have a massive problem here, but don't worry, I have a solution. And it's already going. Surprise, the other half of your house has been on fire for 5 minutes. No stopping it now.
The bus from from fucking what is it? Like the people that rebuild the house from the
Yeah.
HD network.
Yeah.
And they're like, move that bus, and just the house is on fire. God, no, I mean, look, if you didn't burn it, it was eventually gonna. It was a fire hazard. It was gonna burn.
Yeah. So I really, you're welcome for this.
Yeah, I did you the favor. Don't do this. This is a joke. Please don't sue me.
Yeah, don't do this. Don't also then do it and say that it was an accident and commit insurance fraud. Don't do that.
Never do that.
Don't do any of those things.
Just kidding. Don't do those things. Never break the law, ever. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just kidding. Nah, audio only listeners, that was a wink.
That was a wink. That was a wink that didn't
That
happen.
didn't happen. Stupid audio listeners thinking there was a wink when I said there was.
There was no wink. Unwink.
Unwink. We're unwinking it. Bye.